What is going on, guys? It is me, it's Footbal. I am back. I have really missed making videos, so I want to come straight back and I'm going to jump straight back in and we're going to see how we can go about making you some coins via informs on Thursday Flip. So let's jump over onto Footbin and have a little look. Yeah. So I've got Bruno Fernandes here, right? Now his second inform here came out on the 11th of November. Now, he came out and he came in at a very hefty price of 600k, right? A lot of people can't afford that. So, what I want to look at is when a second inform comes out and it's quite expensive and people can't afford it, jump back and look at the first inform. Now, I've put the dates down to the 7th of November so you can see when the second inform came out, right? So, this is the Saturday where obviously Man United have played their game and Bruno's had a good game. And he's put himself in the running for a team of the week. So he's at 363,000 coins, right? And then now the price starts to come down to around 320. So you can see Monday, Tuesday. This is where the predictions for team of the weeks are coming out. And this is where the first inform is going to start to get sold off because people are thinking, right, the second inform's coming. I'm going to go and get the second inform. So this is where you want to look to purchase that first inform, maybe the Monday or the Tuesday as your cheapest prices. Now, Wednesday here, the second inform Bruno Fernandes comes into packs. Now, red picks on the Thursday. Not a lot of people are going to get the 89 Bruno Fernandes, are they? Let's be completely honest about that. So, what the best thing to do is go into the first inform like we are here. Pick him up on that Monday or Tuesday. That's around 322 to 324k. And then look what happens on the Thursday. Jumps from 324 to 342. Then on the Friday, 364. So you've got a jump there from 324 to 364. It's a 40k jump. And basically that has happened because if you look at his 89's come out on the Wednesday at over 600k. The Thursday, still nearly 600k. People just can't afford that. So what they're doing is they're going back and they're buying the first inform. So if you were to buy at 324, let's get the little calculator out. So you were to buy at 324 and sell at 600. What was it? It was 364,000. You would make back 345,000. Which if you picked them up at 324,000, you're making a 20k profit for a one-day hold. So that's really as simple as anything. Just looking for him. Now that's one example. Now another example is Holland. So if we go over and we look at Holland, we look at his 87 rated inform. Now this went into packs on the 25th of November. And if you look at the price, he's coming very steep at 454k. Obviously, he dropped down rather quickly, and on the Thursday, he was 328k, which is still relatively expensive compared to the 86 version. Now, the 87 Holland probably didn't get packed too much in red picks because he's obviously one of the better red cards, and we all know red picks are pretty crap. So, on the so the date Holland came out is the 25th. If we go back over here, you've got the 20th and the 21st. This is probably where the Dortmund game was played. And you can see that it might have been a Friday game because on the Saturday he started dropping down and he's continued to drop down. And then he hits that bottom point on a Monday, Tuesday, where he's in them predictions where everyone's saying, oh, I'm going to sell off the 86 because the 87 should be coming into packs. Now, if we look on the Wednesday, he's 126,000 coins. This is for the 86 for the first inform version, okay? Now, what happens on the Thursday? He jumps up, just like that Bruno first inform did. He's jumped up from 126 to 143. Now, the reason this has happened is because the 87 Holland is still 328k. That is still, he's double the price. And let's be honest, it's not that much of a big boost in stats for double the price. So this is why people are going back and they're getting the first inform instead. Now, if you were to pick this Haaland up at 124k and you were to sell him for, say, let's say 148, because you probably would get that, you're taking back 140k, so you're making a profit there of around 15 to 16k profit. And if you're picking him up on the Wednesday and selling him on the Thursday, that's 16k profit for less than a day's hold. So it is just something that's really easy that you can do. Now, these are two of the main examples of first inform and second inform. I would have used Ollie Watkins as an example, but his first inform just was nowhere near as good as his second inform, so the price was just basically always discarded, so there's no point in using him as an example. But one other example I am going to use is this guy. Now, with Pacheco, we look at his 84, okay? Now, the 86 went into packs on the 2nd of December, okay? So if we look at the 84, and this is the complete opposite to what's happened with the Holland and Bruno Fernandes. With them, you had sort of a one-day spike, and then it had started to tail off. But with Pacheco, with the 84, since the 86 has come into packs, the 84 has just gone up and up and up. And you can see that on the graph here. This is the day the 86 went into packs. And look at that graph going up now. And he's up at 30k. Now, he is the only example of this in the game. He's the only sort of inform that we've had a first inform and a second inform of, but a fodder player. Now, my theory as to why the 84 price has gone from 21k up to 30 is this. Simply because he is a fodder card. As soon as people put a card into an SBC, they're getting completely wiped off the game. Okay? So if you were to look for an example, if we say we looked at this Holland, he spiked up on the Thursday like we talked about, and then he's dropping off in price. He's not dropping off in price because he's no longer in the game. Nobody is putting this Holland into an SBC, whereas people are putting these 84 Pachecos into an SBC, meaning there's just not enough supply. So that is what will force the price up. It is as simple as that. It's a case of supply and demand. People are using them in SBCs, so the supply goes down, demand goes up, which in turn raises the price. Now, what I did the other day on the Thursday, you can see this Pacheco on the Thursday. His price says it was 24k, but he was actually selling about 26, 27k. And the 86 Pacheco here, if we look at him, on the Thursday, it's got his daily price as 29k, but the amount of him that I was picking up at 25k, basically what I did is I put my search filter, I typed in Pacheco's name, changed it to special and put max 25 bin. So what I was doing then, I was able to snipe. If I ended up picking up an 84, I knew I could sell it at 27k, so I'm still making profit. And if I was lucky enough to pick up an 86, I know that I would keep it and I would be able to sell it for 30k whenever I wanted, or I could wait until he's out of packs and sell him for more. When he goes out of packs, I fully expect this card to go 34, 35k. So that's my theory along the lines of inform fodder cards when they get a second inform. It's basically people at the beginning, they sell off all of the lower rated, and then the demand due to it being an SBC card just rises, which rises the price. And I just think it's as simple as that, basically. So that covers all of these things about informs, and hopefully you can add this to your arsenal to make a few coins. Now, this is going up on a Wednesday. Apparently, Lopez, this guy, Anthony Lopez, is meant to be getting a second inform. Now, it would be very interesting to see. He's 25k now. If we look at his price for the last couple of days, since he's been getting predicted to go into the team of the week, his price has gone from 25 only up to say 26k. Now, it will be very interesting over the course of the next week, if he does get a second inform, to see if this card goes up towards 30k. I would imagine if he gets an 86 rated inform, I would imagine this card will go up to around 30k and follow the trend of that 84 Pacheco. but maybe we can come back to that in another video if that's what does happen. But until then, I'm going to leave it at that. It's a lot of information to process. I have done a couple of Twitter threads, which I will link in the description below, in case listening to me you find it quite hard to understand, but reading it would be that a little bit easier for you. But I hope you enjoyed this first video back. It's only a short one. It's very informative to make coins in the future, and hopefully I'm going to make a lot more videos in the coming days and weeks, because I'm really looking forward to getting back into this grind with you guys now. And I think we're going to absolutely smash it. So that is it for me, and I am out. Peace.